Michael Diamond is Muscle Central. Subscribe, turn on your notifications. All right, I talked about this before. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. We need to implement a tier system for Olympia qualifying shows and we implement the point system in a different manner. Last year's Olympia, I think there were 32 or 33 competitors in the open division. I think it was close to 60 in classic physique. It's crazy. It's really out of control. And with the amount of different divisions we have, they keep on adding more and more divisions. And some of these divisions have multiple weight classes, especially with the women. And the competitors that are on stage, ultimately, in the end, they don't get as good a looking over as they deserve to get. It's just impossible with the amount of competitors and the time available. They have to push things through at a fast pace. I personally don't think there should be more than 15 people on the stage, the top 15 in each division. 32 competitors, 33 competitors in the open division. Guys are just not getting a fair looking over. You know, back in 98, Ronnie Coleman, when he won his first Olympia, before that, he was floundering a little bit. He wasn't considered a top runner, and he was in the third call out. But there was a lot less going on at the shows, and these guys got a much better look over. And what happened? The more they looked at him, the more they saw, and next thing you know, he's Mr. Olympia. I'm not saying that's going to happen in every show, but it's a point I'm trying to make. You never know what you might have in front of you, and if you rush through it, you rush through things, you might not see things you would otherwise see. Right now, we have 8 or 9 qualified competitors for the open division. We got 17 to 20 more shows to go, depending on what, I'm not sure when the cutoff date is. So depending on the cutoff date, we got anywhere from 17 to 20 more qualifying shows. Granted, some of these guys who win a show might be competing in another show and win that also, and that will keep in check a little bit the amount of competitors we have on stage. We're still going to have too many. Tier system and point system. That's the best way to do it. For the tier system, you got the top tier shows. You have 2 tiers, tier 1, tier 2. Tier 1 shows, though you win that show, you go to the Olympia. You earned your ticket to the Olympia. Tier 2 shows, you don't get your automatic qualification. You get you get points. Actually, the points are probably irrelevant at this point because you're only going to acknowledge the winner. Okay, you go into show A and you win show A. you skip out show B, but now you're planning on show C. Show C, somebody else wins show B. Somebody wins show B. Now you come back and you win show C. If you want, for the sake of the thrill of it, excitement of it, you can give it points. 5 points each win. So you win. A guy wins show A on the second tier. Somebody else comes along, wins show B. The guy who won show A, he's competing in show C. He wins show C, and he gets points. So now he's ahead 10 points to 5 points, or 2-1 to the other guy. And then you have more. You keep it having shows. What's going to happen is these guys can't do just one show and rest on their laurels. Okay, I'm going to Olympia. They're going to have to compete more. There's no choice in the matter. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to get more well-known names jumping into more of these smaller shows, and what you're going to do is eventually going to draw a bit more and more people, bigger audiences, because you're having bigger names show up at these shows, and now you're raising these shows. You're ultimately you're really making things more exciting. And it's great for the fans because they get to see their favorite bodybuilders a little more often competing, because if you want to go to the Olympia, if you don't win a Tier 1 show and you want to go to the Olympia, you're going to have to get out there and compete and do more than one show, win, and then rest on your laurels. It's going to be good. And smart people need to sit down and do the mathematics and figure it out. How many top tier Tier 1 shows, how many Tier 2 shows. You want to work it out where you're going to have 15 competitors. If you have if something out of the ordinary arises and you have a couple more, fine. But we don't need to have 20, 25, 30 or more competitors on the stage. We need to have a smaller lineup. We're literally seeing the best of the best, and the athletes are getting a much fairer look over. They're getting, they'll be able to be judged better because the judges are not going to feel compelled to rush through things, because we have too many competitors, too many divisions, and we want to get home before the end of the month. I said it before, I'll say it again. We need less competitors on the lineups. We need to implement the tier system and put back in the point system. If you agree or disagree with what I've said, let me know in the comments section. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Share, subscribe, turn on your notifications. This is Michael Diamond, and I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.